Hey Majestics, how you doing today? So, this is a quick video. Hopefully it's quick. Y'all know what I say. I say it's quick and then it end up being long. Anyways, so I've been trying to do this video for about 3 days now, and my guest continues to bomb my videos. And I don't know how to edit that good, so I can't edit it out. So I'm gonna try to hurry up and do this before he comes back. I know. Don't judge, y'all. Don't judge. Anyways, this video, if you can see from the title, it's about Dave Chappelle's new Netflix comedy special, Sticks and Stones. So, let me get this out here. Let me say this first. My views, what I'm about to say, is completely regarding what I feel and what I think of it. It is not anybody else's opinion, and I don't expect anybody else to either exactly feel the way I feel or even think the way I feel. I'm just stating my opinion and giving my review of the video. Okay? So with that said, let's go ahead and get in this mojo. Alright. So I watched it twice. 2 times. The first time I watched it by myself, and the second time I watched it with somebody else. And the first time I watched it by myself, I didn't really laugh, okay? Like, Dave Chappelle to me was always kind of funny, but he was always kind of funny in a way that, like, I feel like he, especially in his show, he pushed the standards, you know what I'm saying? So he would say things that wasn't necessarily people were saying on TV. What? Sorry about that. A little person came in the room and knocked the phone out of my hand. I want to start this video over, but I'm really not. So y'all just gonna have to deal with that. Sorry for the glitch. Okay, now back. So what I was saying is that I always used to watch Dave Chappelle, and I really thought like he was funny, like on his show and stuff like that, because it was pushing the envelope and he was doing things that wasn't necessarily being done on TV, like raunchy things, like comedian raunchy things, you know? And so I really like that. And then as he started to be awakened, enlightened, he started to talk about more things that were really, conspiracies and things like that that really could relate to a lot more people on a deeper level other than just being comedic. But even with the things that he was saying in the comedic level, it was still kind of like how the Simpsons is, you know how the Simpsons, they have their show and they say things in the show and it kind of relates to real life, but then it's like things that come out like years later, or you can like go back and be like, they said that on episode of Simpsons, or even on like South Pole. I think that was called. What's it called, South Pole? I think it was called South Pole. It doesn't sound right like when I'm saying it. Okay, so that's kind of how I feel like Dave Chappelle was to me. So when I watched this, I kind of was excited because I seen the other two that he did, and the other two he did was kind of funny, So they had you laughing a little bit, And so when he did this one though, like, the only way that I can do this video fully and give my full opinion is that I technically have to tell you what he says in a lot of the video. So technically it would be a spoiler alert, and I'm sorry. So if you haven't seen it, I'm sorry, but I'm gonna have to tell you like some of the things he says to better explain my opinion of it. So sorry for the spoilers. Now, so the first like 20 minutes of the video, I think it was like the first 20. It might have been like the first 10, but it was like not funny to me at all. Like it was actually very uncomfortable to watch. Like it was like a very uncomfortable, disgusting thing to watch. Kind of like that. Like, okay, I know comedians say things that are meant to be funny, that are meant to be a mixture between real life and funny. And I just feel like that it was just really not funny. Like it just wasn't like, and when I watched it by myself, I didn't laugh. And then when I watched it with another person, they didn't laugh either. And that person, like, he be laughing at stuff. Like, he watched stuff and he thinks stuff is, like, super funny. But he didn't even laugh through that stuff. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, ooh, that must be really bad. But he was pretty much explaining or describing about, Michael Jackson and Macaulay Culkin and, pretty much about the I think it was Finding Neverland, the one that they just came out with Oprah, about how the men who just came up started talking about their experience with him and blah blah. And so he was kind of saying that he would pretty much was saying that if it was him, he would pretty much have let someone do something to him, and that he would have done something in a sexual manner to another rich kid, pretty much. And I don't know, like, I guess the mom in me was just kind of like, I wouldn't, I don't want to, like, I guess that was the mom in me that was kind of just like, I don't want to hear about you talking about something that you would do to a little kid. And I know that his point wasn't to say that he would do that now as an adult, but he was saying that if he was, that was something that he would do. And I guess, I don't know, it just kind of made me feel a little awkward. It wasn't funny to me. I didn't laugh really. um I didn't really like full blown laugh throughout the whole thing until like he got kind of towards the end, and when he kind of started talking about the LGBTQ community and kind of how he described the different ways that they react to each other. And for me, it was more so the description or the way that he painted out the picture that was funny. But honestly, other than that, oh, and when he talked about Juicy Smollett, that was funny. At first I didn't get it, but luckily I had the subtitles right across the screen, so I was able to read like what it was written, and I was like, oh, that's what he's talking about. But it was so funny. It was funny, like, the way that he had to rephrase the name so that, I guess it wouldn't be no issues or whatever. But yeah, him telling the story about how that happened, how he felt, and pretty much about that situation, I honestly agree with it, because those were my thoughts anyway regarding that particular situation with, him. And I'm talking about Jussie Smollett, if you don't know. But pretty much talking about how the black community responded to him and things like that, responded in lieu of the information that we found out regarding his case and all of that. But other than that, though, y'all, like, I didn't really, like, it wasn't really funny to me. Like, I don't know, I guess I was expecting more. Like, I was expecting a lot more. And for it to only be an hour, like, it was only an hour. And I don't even think it was a full hour. It was like 52 minutes. So I think the last 2 minutes was them rolling clips and pictures of, all the people he didn't, like his kids and all other people celebrities that he has been with. So pretty much, I think it was only like 50 minutes. So it's technically like 45 minutes worth. And it wasn't a good 45 minutes worth. So I don't know if the people who was actually in the audience paid to go see that. But if I was there, I'd have been really disappointed. Like, if they showed a lot of people in the audience and you could see a lot of people, and I guess they can fix the clips and stuff like that, but people in the audience was not laughing. Like, you could see some people, like, faces in the audience that was not laughing. So it was, like I said, it was some parts of it that was kind of funny. But the bulk of it to me was not. It was, and I don't know if his intentions were to just do a set that was not as funny. Like if he signed up for a deal with Netflix and had to like, you know, produce a certain number of shows to get paid or something. But I just don't feel like that was like his best. And I don't feel like that was something that he really wanted to do. Like it just came off like it was something that some things that he had to just write to kind of make money. I could be wrong. Like I said, I could be completely wrong. But for anyone else who watches it, I don't know if anybody else had the same feelings. I mean, I know a lot of people have went deeper into it, and I don't feel like going all that deep into it. I mean, it could be, homophobic things that they could be saying and all this type of stuff. And I don't feel that way. I mean, I don't think that a lot of things that he was saying was being very sensitive to other people, genders, things like that. But I'm not gonna really push that agenda or make anyone else feel that way. I'm just saying my view of it, it wasn't as funny. And that's what I do. I do reviews on different videos, movies, things like that. And this was something when I watched this, I was like, OMG, I have to talk to my majestic about this. Like, I gotta talk to them about this because this was just not funny. And with things like that, you expect, that's Dave Chappelle. Like, you expect him to be funny. And it was not. So look, I'd have rambled on long enough about how my disdain of that was. But I want to know y'all feelings. Like, I want to know, like, did y'all like it? Did y'all, comment below. Like, let me know. Like, did y'all like it? Did you watch it? Like, how did you feel about it? Do you feel like it was a lot deeper? Like I said, I feel like he just had to do it in order to get paid. Like, I don't feel like that was like his best material, and I don't feel like that it was like something that he really wanted to do. Honestly, I don't feel that way. I could be wrong, but it just didn't come off that way. For him being the comedian that he is and being in the industry for so long, like the type of material that he's been known to produce, that was not his best, and I don't feel like that was something that he necessarily really wanted to do. That's just my opinion. Yeah. So, with that being said, go ahead, comment below. Let me know what you think. Let me know how you felt about it. If you felt anything about it. If you haven't seen it, do you plan on seeing it? And all that type of jazz. But I thank y'all for watching. Bye, Majestics.